Hi everyone, so today we're looking at wave speed and the equation, what the symbols mean, and then using it in an exam question. So let's have a look at the equation. We've got V equals F times this funny symbol lambda, so that means wavelength. So if you imagine a wave, usually drawn like this wiggly line like this, this is what they're talking about. So as a wave transfers energy, let's just draw it again. As a wave transfers energy, there's certain things that we can measure. One of them is its wavelength, that's just how long it is between 2 points in meters, and the other thing is the frequency, that's how many times it passes a certain point, so if we just say this line here, in a second or a period of time. So that's in hertz, measured in hertz, that's the frequency, that's how basically how fast it travels, frequency. So those are the two things you need to be able to work out wave speed. Wave speed, same as speed normally, is measured in meters per second, just like you would if you were just working the speed of anything out. So if we want to work out the wave speed, we have to multiply these two. If we want to work out the wavelength, we have to divide the wave speed by the frequency, and if we want to work out the frequency, we then have to divide the wave speed by the wavelength. So let's have a look at what we need to do in this exam question. So it says the wave in the middle of the spectrum has a wavelength of 5 times 10 to the minus 7 meters, and a wave speed and the wave speed of a light is 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Calculate the frequency of the wave. So we go back to our equation and we figured out that if we want frequency, we have to divide wave speed by wavelength, which we've got both of those, so we'll just write it out again. We've got 3 marks for this question, so let's make sure we get all of those marks. So frequency is equal to wave speed divided by wavelength. And the wave speed is 3 times 10 to the power 8, and we're going to divide that by 5 times 10 to the minus 7. Okay, so if we go to our calculator over here, we're going to use our EXP button on this one, or you might have a button that looks like this, 10 to the power of x, that's sort of what it looks like sometimes on some calculators, but it's usually at the bottom, on the bottom row, that's where I've seen it before. I'm just going to drag my calculator up a bit more. So if you've got a Casio like this one, then it's here and it's EXP. Just see if I can draw on this. So it's EXP here, and that's the button you're going to press. That's going to give you instantly the standard form, so you don't have to press times, or you don't have to put in 10 even. All you'd have to do to type it into your calculator is type this. You'd have to do 3, and then you press the EXP button, that's like that, so you literally press that, and then you just press the indices. So for the first one, you just type that in, and so 3 EXP 8, that's what that number is according to your calculator. Then you'd press divide, that button, and then you'd press 5 EXP, and then negative 7, and the negative button isn't the minus button. On this one it looks like that, so I always press that one just to be careful. And then you press your equals button, and that should give you a really large number that we're going to write into standard form. So in full, there's 14 zeros on the end, so I'm not going to write them all out, but it's 6 times 10 to the power of 14. So that looks like 6 with 14 zeros after it, and on your calculator screen it might show it like that. So you then have to convert it to standard form, and that's obviously something you need to practice if you can't do that. Okay, so it would be easier to write it in move that back over there. It'd be easy to write it in standard form because fitting all those zeros onto the answer part is quite difficult, so I'm just going to write it in the answer part. 6 times 10 to the power of 14 is my answer, and it gives us the units of hertz, and that's it. Okay guys, if you found this video helpful, please make sure you subscribe, and that will really help me just carrying on to do these videos. Thanks a lot.